Hello and welcome everybody to another Edge of Eternities draft. I'm Paul Cheon and do not look at my ranking. We have been experimenting, taking a lot of spacecrafts to see how they work, and it's not been going so well in the last couple of drafts, but I feel confident that I'll be able to figure this out and turn things around, hopefully, in this draft video. Now, before we hop into this draft, I quickly wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. TCGplayer.com is the place to go to for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy booster boxes of Edge of Eternities, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or even your commander decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They also have all of their stuff at all Magic the Gathering conventions. If you see their booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right, here we go. Pack 1, pick 1. Scrounge for Eternity. As an additional cost, sack an artifact or creature. Return target creature or spacecraft with mana value 5 or less. From your graveyard, then create a lander token. Okay. It's an interesting card. Ice-Till Explorer is pretty cool if you want to do the land thing. If you're a Golgari Self-Mill, I can see this being pretty good. 4 mana for a 2/4. You can play an extra land, and then whenever a land you control enters, you mill a card. Now, you can deck yourself pretty easily from this, so you got to be very, very careful with that. There's Use Social Engineering, Landfall, make a 2/2 artifact, which is okay. Sammy's Ship's Engineer. This is a nice payoff in the red-white deck, but I don't think I want to take a red-white card first pick. So for me, it's between Gravkill, good removal, Plasma Bolt, another good removal spell, and the Ice-Till Explorer. You know, I've been taking a bunch of these like slow cards. I'm going to change things up. I'm going to take Plasma Bolt here, okay? Because I have been taking a lot of slower, grindier cards to very limited success. So instead, why don't we take the really good, cheap, ultra cheap, efficient card here in Plasma Bolt and see how we do. Because I'm not sure how good that 4 mana 2/4 card is. All right, here we have Sledge Class Seed Ship, 3 mana for a spacecraft. Whenever this attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you have a bunch of big creatures, I can see this card being decent. The other option is Mechan Assembler, 5 mana for a 4/4 artifact. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 artifact token into play. Seems like a really cool card in like an artifact deck. I don't want to take in Oreplate Pangolin this early. None of the commons are that good. There's a Focus Fire. Halia is pretty good if you're green-white. So it's really between the Mechan Assembler and the Sledge Class Seed Ship. And you know what? I'm kind of off spacecrafts. Let's take the Assembler and see where this goes. Now, this doesn't lock me into the artifact stack. I mean, I can just draft a deck where this card's going to be pretty solid, but I just want to take this over the green card just because just spacecrafts have been kind of hit or miss for me. Here, I'm going to take All Fate Stalker. This card is premium. 4 mana for basically a Faceless Butcher effect. I'm giving away my age. But 4 mana for a 2/3, and I can basically... It's like a Fiend Hunter. It exiles something, but you can also warp it. So if you have things that come into play and give you value too, you can blink that as well. So I think this card is premium. Seeing a third pick could be an indication that white is open. So any combination of Jeskai could be certainly something that we entertain here. Pack 1, pick 4 gives us Endless Sands. I don't know why they made all these lands. They're all pretty bad. Most of them are pretty bad. Not going to take this one. There's a Dauntless Scrapbot here for us, potentially. There's Molecular Modifier, which is good if you're going to be aggressive, but we don't know if we're going to be aggressive, so I think in general, I would much rather take something like a Dauntless Scrapbot. There's also Plasma Bolt and Bombard, and Plasma Bolt I do believe is better than the Bombard. So then the question is, do I want Plasma Bolt or the Scrapbot? Given that I have this artifact, I don't know what colors I'm going to be. I'm going to take the Scrapbot because I don't know if I'm going to be... I probably will be red. But I do think the Scrapbot is very good. So let's take it here. What do you do? Please be good. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Wow, you can deck yourself with this thing. That's interesting. There's also Honored Knight Captain and Banishing Light. So white also seems very, very open. And I'm not sure which one's better between the two. But I'm going to take Banishing Light. I think this, like, if you have an equipment, I guess this can be good. But Banishing Light's always really good and highly splashable. Starwinder is also pretty good too, I think. But I'm gonna take the Banishing Light here and see where this goes. This is a really weird pack because there's like a good card in every color. There's a Galactic Wayfarer, which is one of Green's best commons. Cov Landseeker is totally fine. There's two good black cards in Depressurize and Monoist Sentry. White is somewhat open, so I can even consider taking the Starfighter Pilot. There's a Tractor Beam for blue if I want that. I think red-white might be where I want to be. All right, you know what? I'm just going to take the white card because the white cards seem to be open. And let's see what happens if I draft a more aggressive deck here. Ancient Tomb. That's exciting. Tapestry Warden. Okay. It's an artifact. There's also Steel Swarm Operator, but I don't know if like in blue-white it's particularly good. But maybe. Like, maybe I still take this because it's a Signpost uncommon and it's an artifact. So let's go ahead and take Steel Swarm Operator. Maybe red is drying up here, and maybe we just end up in blue-white, which is obviously a totally fine place to be. I actually don't mind the Starbreach Whale, so let's take that here. And maybe this is our lane. Maybe this is our lane. There is a Red Tiger Mechan, which I don't care too much for. Bygone Colossus lets you... If you have a bunch of spacecrafts, this is okay. It's also an artifact creature, but it's a 9-drop. Guess I'll just take Flight Deck Coordinator and hope I don't have to play it. There's an Ilya's Operative. I mean, I guess if I'm blue-white, it can be good. Right? Blue-white's just trying to do the double spell thing, although, admittedly, I don't have a whole lot of double spells thing. Also, even if I do the double spells thing, like, this isn't particularly strong. Endless Sands and Gene Pollinator. Okay. And Thauber. Is green open? Maybe? I don't know. All right, this is probably really good. Cosmogrand Zenith. 3 mana for a 2/4. When you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. Oh my gosh. This card is a slam dunk bomb. Completely absurd. You play 2 spells, you make 2 1/1 tokens, or you put a counter on each thing you control. That is outrageous. So blue-white kind of artifacty deck is kind of where we're at here. I mean, the Infiltrator's probably good. Sunset Saboteur. 2 mana for a 4/1 menace. Ward, discard a card. That's good. When this attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature an opponent controls. Okay. There's also Siege Ship Brewtender. Sure. There's Mental Modulation. I don't know how... Like, I know this card is good in this deck, but, like, how good? Is it something that I should expect to get late? Because I feel like if I'm doing the blue-white double spells thing, I kind of want the Infiltrator. So I'm going to take the Infiltrator and hope to get the modulations later. All right. This is 100% not a Mouth of the Storms deck. Costs 7 mana. There's Emergency Eject, which is a fine removal spell. There's Auxiliary Boosters. Unravel, which is just a random counterspell. And the Weftblade Enhancer. Huh. Could use some interaction. I'm actually going to try the Emergency Eject here. This is the type of card that has always performed poorly and I haven't liked very much. But I could use some interaction and I just don't have anything cheap here that I'd like. So why don't we try that? And like I don't really have... I only have Banishing Light as a removal effect. Pack 2, pick 4. There's a Grav Kill. There's a Dockworker Drone. And a Tractor Beam and a Mechan Assembler. Our artifact count isn't particularly high. I don't think I want too many of these, to be honest. I think I'm just going to take Dockworker Drone. It acts as an artifact. It's something cheap that allows me to double spell, and I could use 2-drops. So why don't we just take this just as a bread and butter pick to make it into our blue-white deck. Pack 2, pick 5 gives us Space-Time Anomaly. I don't really care for a mill effect. I know this card can be good. I'm going to just take Cryo Shatter. We could use interaction, and it's another cheap card that allows us to double spell. So let's go ahead and take that. And pack 2, pick 6. What do we have? We have a counterspell in Divert Disaster, but there's also Cryogen Relic, which I think I'm going to take. It's just a fine card draw spell. It's an artifact. which works with some of our cheap artifact things. So yeah, let's take the relic here. And pack 2, pick 7. There's an Alpha Rail, which I'm not going to splash. All Fate Scroll is okay in like the 4-color green decks. I'm just going to take Mech and Shieldmate. It's a totally fine card. I'm going to have a good number of artifacts in my deck. And then it's going to help me crew some spaceships. There's Ilvoy Galblade or Mechan Navigator. When this becomes tapped to draw a card, then discard a card. So it's a looter. But I don't have any way to tap things. I'm going to take the Galeblade, actually. Like, this is an artifact, but I think the Galeblade, given that I have a Cosmogrand Zenith, or Zenith, rather, and an Ilvoy Infiltrator, I want more cheap things. Scour for Scrap is a good value card, but I think I'm just going to take the Counterspell here. I actually think the Counterspell is reasonably good. So let's take that. And yep, Mental Modulation tabled, exactly the type of card that we want. 18 cards here, but I don't need either of those cards. What's our artifact count? It's at 6. You don't need that much for the Mechan Assembler to be good. Maybe we cut the whale. All right. Pack 3, pick 1. I mean, this is looking okay. I do have other 2-mana plays I can play. Pack 3, pick 1. Moonlit Meditation. We've seen this card before. It's a good, like, tokens payoff, but not something I care about here. Dual Sun Adepts is pretty good. Vote Out is a really good removal spell, but on the splash. I think I'm looking at either the Night Luminary or the Dual Sun Adepts. I kind of want the Luminary. This thing's pretty hard to block, though. I'll take whatever. I'll take the uncommon and see how it plays out. But you just want to make sure you have a lot of cheap things in this type of deck, which is why I was looking at the other card. All right, don't really care about Dual Sun Technique. Pain for all. I'm going to be looking at one of the cheaper cards here. There is Steel Swarm Operator, which is always just fine, and they're okay in multiples. There's Dockworker Drone. I don't really care about the Savior. There's also an Ilvoy Galeblade. I can take a second copy of that, but I'm wondering if just the Operator is better, just because, like, if I pick up other artifacts. Also, it just has evasion, and it's still cheap. So I'm going to try this. I know Blue-White has less artifacts, but let's take the Operator and see if we can make something happen. Here, there's an Honored Knight Captain, but I have no equipment, and I could use more removal. So I think I will just take Banishing Light here. Pack 3, pick 4 gives us a pack with... What do you do? 8 mana, Devour Land 3. Look at the top X cards of your library where X is this creature's power. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped. You may sack any number of... So you sack like 3 lands and then it's like a 9/9. Okay. Nothing in blue or white? Goodness. I guess I'll take Command Bridge. I don't really love this. Ooh, Endstone? I do have 2 Steel Swarm Operators. Oh, man. I have card draw. I mean, the Mechan's also really good in this deck. Although I don't have a lot of things to sacrifice. All right, whatever. You had me at Endstone, okay? You had me at Endstone. We're going to do it. Meteor Creator. Choose a color of a permanent you control. Add 1 mana of that color. So it doesn't add mana right away. I'm just going to take... Oh, fell Graph Ship late. I'm just going to take a Cloud Sculpt Technician because it's going to be a 2/4 a lot of the time. I'm going to just keep taking all the mental modulations here. I don't think I need another whale. What the hell is this pack? Tannock and Diplomatic Relations. I guess I'm now a control deck? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. You know what I really like about this deck, though? I don't have any spacecrafts in my deck. Ooh, Grav Kill? Probably not. I guess this was just not the colors we're supposed to be. But here we are. I think the whale is a fine win condition. Wow, Sammy's Curiosity? Holy cow. Cloud Spot. I'm just looking at all cards that could theoretically make the deck. And I don't love Command Bridge in 2-color decks. So I'm just probably not going to play it. But I do need to cut a lot of cards. Granted, with triple mental modulation. Oh, you do need to have a creature to target, though. I guess green was a color we were supposed to be. How many artifacts do we have? 8? Okay. Okay. 43 cards. These are our spells. 2 Banishing Lights, Emergency Eject. So that's 3, and then a Cryo Shatter, that's 4, and then an All-Fate Stalker, that's 5. Okay. I'm just looking at cards that might not necessarily fit what this deck is trying to do. I kind of like all of my spells. I mean, some number of Divert Disasters could also potentially go. And I do need to make sure I have like enough ways to win. So we got to be mindful of that too. And it's not looking super hot right now. This definitely does not feel like a Starfighter Pilot deck. It's more an Ilvoy Operative deck, if anything. Alright, so this puts our creature count at 14. Granted, this isn't the best creature. I think I'm going to keep the Adepts in just because it's pretty scrappy. I want to see what happens when I have all these mental modulations. Although, admittedly, like... it's not even, like, that strong here. Maybe I just cut the counterspells. Like, I feel like the counterspells are probably better than a lot of the other stuff that I have. But why don't we just go for, like, a... the thing is, even with the operative, like, we can have, like, reasonable tempo starts. And then this could just be the random late game way to, like, close out games. So, yeah, I guess we'll just try this. And... I'm a little bit concerned that I might run out of stuff to do. So maybe I can cut 1 land. Like, I know I have a 7-drop, but I have triple modulation and Cryogenic Relic, which all cycle. Oh, I forgot about Mechan's Shieldmate. This card's probably bad too, right? Like, I just don't have that many artifacts. So I won't be able to attack with it all that often. And I don't have any spacecrafts to equip. Actually, I'm going to keep it. The thing is, like, there's enough synergies with, like, the Mechan Assembler, the Operator, and the Cloud Sculpt Technician, where I don't know that it's, like, significantly worse than Starfighter Pilot or anything like that, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and play it. But I think I can play 1 Divert Disaster and just cut a Plains. All right, let's see how this blue-white deck plays out. We'll see. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon channel. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, along with private streams and monthly videos that I make for the Discord specifically, all depending on the tier level. So check it out. Once again, thank you to all the current patrons. Alrighty, here we go. Blue-white. Maybe blue-white tempo is my thing now. Alright, blue-white. Endstone. Couple Banishing Lights on the draw. Sure. Let's keep this. Gene Pollinator turn 1 from the opponent, and we drew a land right away. Okay, so we don't have any we actually have a lot of 2-drops in our deck, but I mean, this is fine. Our hand is nice, double Banishing Light, Cosmogrand Zenith, and the Cloud Sculpt Technician. But we are on the draw. Would love a 2-mana play here. What did they do? They warped this in, okay. Alright, we drew another land. Nothing here for us. Turn 3, what do I play? Probably the tech... Oh, jeez. Okay. Thawbringer is quite annoying. And it hits really hard. I actually think I'm supposed to Banishing Light this. So I will. I was gonna play the Cloud Sculpt Technician to block. But obviously with a 4-2, it's like... And I'm gonna try my best not to play out the Zenith right away. Like, I want to be able to double spell with the Zenith. So ideally, I play it like turn 4 where I have the tap-untap card. And I go like Cosmogrand into that. Okay, they hit me for 2. And yeah, okay. I can play Dual Sun Adepts or the Cloud Sculpt Technician. And I'll just play the Technician here. Oh gosh. Caesarean Dirgecraft, very, very good. And wow, we are getting kind of destroyed here. What can we do? I mean, I'll play Dual Sun Adepts. This has a station cost of 7. My Dual Sun Adepts does block everything. Next turn, if I draw a land, I can play the Zenith into the warp cost on the whale, which is nice. Wow, they're getting aggro. Oh, wow, and it has vigilance. That is so nice. So they're going to hit me for 3, and then a spacecraft up to their... Oh, wow. What an amazing sequence here for the opponent. Give me a land here now. I would love a land. Man. This is so much damage coming in. I'm gonna just play the emergency eject here. Mostly because... Oh my goodness. Alright, well... Wait. They gave me the opportunity to... kill the... Agrarian? So then I take 4, 5, 6, 7, go to 4. I mean, there's just like nothing I can do. I just need to minimize the damage I take here. I need to kill the flyer rather. I mean, this was an absolutely amazing draw from the opponent. And a little bit of a clunky one from us. Get some chump blockers here. I don't even know what I want. I definitely don't want that. I guess I'll take a land. Like, I'm trying to get to the end stone here. Okay. Keep our life total high. Tapestry Warden? Why did you play that before? Okay, so what do I do? Like, I'm not dead, right? If I play this, well, so that's a 4/4 and that's a 2/2. And this has Warp Pay 2 Life, which they're almost certainly going to use. I can Banishing Light the Agrarian. So I have to block both of these creatures? So this is going to die to the Agrarian, and then this gets blocked here. I'm not even sure this gets me out of it. But I'm not, like, the Endstone probably doesn't even get me out of it. Like, this chumps here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we're not 100% dead. Okay. Oh, this is a 4/4, sure. So this, I take 4 here. This blocks here. This blocks here. Because this can't, like, these two need to be blocked, so this is the only way that my whale lives. Okay. And then next turn I get to play the Endstone. And if they don't find a removal spell, I mean... Right? Like, I can chump the Agrarian this turn, and I take 8 and go to 2. And then, like, I can try to come back. That's the plan here. Come on, Endstone! Now, they have all the landers in the world, so they're gonna draw a spell next turn. So, well, I don't even know, like, what I can find. But being able to go land, Assembler, Banishing Light, hopefully is enough so that I don't take 10 damage. Like, that's the important thing. Alright, I'm at 10 life. Okay. Just please brick for a turn. That's so dumb. Like, just give me one turn. I hate this. I hate this so much. Maybe they just don't... Oh, they just cast it, right? Like, I'm just gonna die. Like, I'm just gonna die. Like, I don't know why they didn't just kill me right away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna die to the landers dying. What a draw. That's... Oh, that's so annoying. Like, I actually think the Endstone is a good card. I just needed my opponent to just not have a removal spell for one turn to let me try and stabilize. God. So disappointing. So disappointing. Oh well. That is life. Alright, on the play here, 3 islands, and I'll keep this. I added a land, by the way. I'm just... 17 lands, Endstone, let's go. Too bad it's not permanent, because I like the fact that you can use this to just cantrip. But I do not have that as an option. I'm just going to tap this to draw a card. If I can find a Scroll Thief, that would be really nice. Dauntless Scrapbot, sure. Goodness. I'm just gonna crack this. Like, I want to draw planes. Planes? Okay, good. Alright, so let's go... Cosmogrand Zenith. Probably Cryo Shatter? I mean, alternatively, I can just, like, warp this and make some 1/1s. Like, why am I even Cryo Shattering? Maybe I just warp 2 1/1s? Sure. Kind of feel like I value the Scry here. Like, I just want to make sure I hit lands. I'll keep 1 land. Because I'm drawing cards with this too, and I get to play this again. But an extra planes is very good. Now, I mean, obviously they can kill my Cosmogrand, and if they do, they do. But, like, I have a perfectly fine play next turn. Oh my gosh. Unreal. Tractor beam into that? Ugh. That's so gross. Alright, whatever. Well, this kills any non-land permanent, so that's nice. So, why don't we... Then let's shrink you. Three +1/+1 counter seems better than 2 1/1s, I think. And, you know, like, I still know that there's a really good chance that they kill the Zenith here, but I feel like I got some decent value. Gonna use this to try to find a land. Alright, Caesarean Voidborn. Oh, it looks like the Bone Splinters card. Enchantment-based removal certainly works in this format. There's a lot of good ways to, like, sacrifice things. Oh, they're just convoking it. Alright, well, I'm just gonna fire this off, even though, like, I know they're not gonna attack me. Okay. They're at 3. I mean, I think I can go to 10. Famous last words. I'm at 10. They kill both of these. I take 8. 3 cards in hand. Even if they kill all of my stuff, it's okay. Right? Like, if they kill both of my creatures, I still don't die. And the thing with the Dimir deck is, like, it's really hard for them to deal with an artifact that's resolved. So I'm hoping I get to claw back. Oh no. Okay, that draws that pings me too. Okay. Sure. Okay, now if they kill both of my creatures, I die. But they only have 3 mana. Okay. Okay. How many cards? I have 20. Like, am I gonna deck myself? Like, do I just want to keep everything? I just feel like I'm just gonna keep everything. Three cards in hand for the opponent. All right, well, I played 2 more permanents. And I'm going to go to 10. So hopefully this is good. Oh, they do get to... Yeah, they sack a land, get me down to 9. I mean, alternatively, like, I could keep up mental module. Like, just the mana was awkward. But again, at my life total, like, unless they just draw, like, some weird sequence of cards, like, this is still... Oh! Okay. Fair enough. We do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, that doesn't work. So if I block like this, I take 5. If I block here, this dies. They can sack this. So I take 4, 5, 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to block the Mechan. So then I take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. All right. Why do they think it's good game? Is it any creature? It's just a creature they control, right? Okay. Why did they good game me? I'm gonna deck myself. Yeah. I don't think my opponent mathed properly there. Going with that aggressive... I do think I might die, though. Legitimately, like, I don't know that I have enough here to actually kill my opponent. So there is that. Okay. Requiem Monolith. Like, I kind of have to be careful with what I play to try to win this game, right? This is not even enough. Okay. Alright, let's go get a land, draw a card, and try to find enough ways to... Oh, it's only on my turn? Did I not draw a card? Whenever you play a land... Oh, you have to play the land. Got it. Hold on, maybe I don't want to play the land? Oh, let's play the land. Okay, there we go. So Mechan Assembler into... And then we just want to play artifacts, right? I want to keep up mental modulation, though. Oh, it only triggers once each turn? Man. 9 cards left in my library. Is there any way I can get rid of this? Can I just choose not to draw cards? Okay. 8 cards. Not really in a great position to attack. Okay. Like, I need to deal with the Specimen Freighter. Because that's going to mill me for 4 cards. Why are they splitting it up? What on earth are they doing? Okay. I need to start attacking, though. Oh, 0-point ballad for 6. Yeah, that'll do. We're probably dead. There really needs to be like a graveyard shuffle type effect. You know what I mean? There really does need to be something like that. And now they can use the assembler to turn on both their spacecrafts. How many times have I decked myself in this format? I can't even target my own thing. Is it possible to get too much value with the end stone? The answer is 100% yes. I'm not playing a land. Okay. And yeah, we're probably just dead here. Yeah, we're dead. Man! Alright, so I have now cast the End Stone twice and lost both games. Like, you need a deck that, like... I don't know. I guess I just needed to have more pressure in play. I mean, my creature count isn't terrible. I guess my creatures don't really hit very hard. Alright. Well, this might be a quick 0-3, folks. Alright. Opponent on the play here. 2 lands, double mental modulation, Mechan Assembler, Scrap Out, and of course, everybody's favorite, the End Stone. I'm going to keep this. The modulations will hopefully let us get to the late game here. Drew a turn 2 Mechan Shield. This is actually a good draw, just to make sure that I can play something on with my mental modulations. The other consideration was tapping down the Mechan to slow their mana down, but I feel like it's important to just play something to the board. Oh, the old three colors there. Okay. Let's attack. I mean, they probably have something here. Alright, we got the Mechan Assembler here. Caesarean Dirgecraft. Okay. I'll sack the creature that can't attack. Alright, let's play the Infiltrator. And, alright, well, hopefully they don't kill the Infiltrator, because then, if they don't, then I'll get lots and lots of value, which is why I'm keeping the mental modulations. Remnant Elemental, okay. So they're like red, black, splash, blue, it seems. Okay, they have a removal spell, it seems. Sad. Okay. That was a good draw. Gonna play the Assembler here, hope they're just out of removal. Two cards left in hand for them. I guess they can pump Remnant Elemental? Oh, and then they can pump the Dirgecraft. Oh yeah, that's really good sequencing. Oh, it's not even enough, though. Alright, I'm just gonna pass, because this is actually a lethal attack. So I can just mental modulation and just tap things down end of turn. Here, attack me if you like. Okay. Wow. Alright, I'll take 4. I mean, presumably they have, like, some kill spell here, but... Oh, not? Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that attack. Alright, well, we're on the board, friends! We're on the board, we got one! Hopefully the first of many. The first of many. 1 and 2. Alright, opponent on the play, we've drawn the End Stone in every single hand. Well, I'm gonna keep this hand. 2 lands, Dockworker Drone, Cosmogrand Zenith on the draw. We have lots of ways to cycle. Alright, Monoist Sentry, turn 1, so they are heavy on spacecrafts, I assume. Creeping Tar Pit, blue-black control. Blue-black is very popular, it seems. Alright, well, I'm not gonna play the drone. I'm gonna surveil here. I need lands. If it's not a land, you're going into the graveyard. Well, they're both lands, so I'm gonna keep them both. Well said, Paul. Like I said before, not gonna run out the Cosmogrand Zenith. I will hopefully draw one of my 3 1-blue cycle cards. Graph Pack Monoist, the play from the opponent. We will respond with a Cloud Sculpt Technician. They could equip the Monoist this turn. That would be a big use of resources. Next turn, I don't have like a particularly exciting play. I will say that. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. And they are going for it. Guess we'll take 5. I guess I'm going to try to kill the Blade. I want to try to keep this 2-drop so that if I draw a land, I can go Zenith into Dockworker Drone. Maybe they equip the Creeping Tar Pit too? I don't know. The problem is they could have a counter spell here. Anyways, let's try to kill this thing. All right, we got to eat the 2/2 flyer. I mean, they did get a lander out of it, which is not great. What is this? 4/4 Death Toucher? Okay. Well, we did draw Mental Modulation, so that's really nice. Untap. Oh, this doesn't untap, it just taps? Okay. Oh, we drew a land. That's good. And so I'm assuming this is going to die. No attacks because I want to block the 2/2. This will maybe jump a heavy. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, the removal in this format is quite good. So, like I said, I'm fully expecting the Zenith to die. But then I have to be careful. They got the Creeping Tar Pit. I don't know. It's just like a lot going on. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Does it make an artifact token? It sure does. Mechanizo. Wow, they didn't have something here. Okay. I'll take 4. All right, what do I want to do? I mean, I assume it's Double Spell. So which one do I want to get the counter on it? I guess the Dockworker Drone is better to get counters on. All right. I guess I have to be mindful of Creeping Tar Pit shenanigans. So I need to get to 7 lands here to have the Endstone help me with my life total. Probably running out the Starbreach Whale next turn. All right, Creeping Tar Pit time. Yeah, so I'm going to run out the Whale here. Land next turn would obviously be fantastic. They don't really have a great attack outside of that. Wow, okay. Yeah, we block here. Make the world's largest flyer. All right, there's their land, and that is a Dauntless Scrapbot. It's really interesting because it guarantees a land for next turn. But this is like a better creature. I guess I play the Scrapbot. Whoa, they tapped it? That's not cool. Yeah, I mean, I think the Scrapbot is just a safer play here. Because, like, now I have the shot of being able to play the Endstone next turn, right? Two cards in hand for the opponent. Let's get an island with the lander. It's a Cloud Sculpt Technician, okay. So land off the top. Land off the top, let's go. Okay, so we play that. 3, 4, 5 damage coming in. Certainly attacking here. Endstone time. All right, I feel like this might be the game where the Endstone does something. Okay, this might be it. This could be the one. Please. Creeping Tar Pit plus the Technician would attack me for 5. But then I can just Endstone. Go back up to 10. I have 7 lands in play. I have a giant Cloud Sculpt Technician, which gives me an avenue to also win the game. And then also I can double spell here. So I potentially double spell. Like if I go Starbreach Whale into like a 2-drop, like I scry that, then I'll draw that card. Oh no, wait, how does this work? It's when you play it? Oh, never mind. All right, opponent did nothing, and yeah. I can play a 4/4 flyer. Like, I mean, playing these two is obviously very good. But the question is, like, do I care about having an extra token here? Or do I care more about just adding a big flyer to the battlefield? I think I just want a flyer. Because that gives me a blocker for the Cloud Sculpt Technician. Oh my gosh, that's really good. Okay. So let's play the Relic here. Put a counter and everything. Draw a card. Play a land. Draw a card. Oh my goodness! Wow, we even drew Cryo Shatter? This gets in. Sure, this gets in. Oh, so they must have something here with the Technician? I don't know. Alright, they're 15. Alright. I can play this and draw a card end of turn. It gives me an instant speed blocker. Just have to be mindful that they can play 0-point Ballad, right? It's always on the table. Oh, I can also play, like, multiple instants, but I don't have any instants in my hand other than the Gale Blade. So 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay. Alright, so they definitely have the Wrath. They have to, right? They have to have the Wrath. So then I want this to die so that they don't resurrect this, I think. Sure. Like, I don't need that card to win, and I'm literally playing around the Wrath. I don't know if it's correct, but like, I'm trying to figure out how I can lose. Sometimes you get the read. Sometimes you get the read. Feels good. Somehow just playing around this stupid card that all my opponents have had. I've had this card cast against me so much. Alright, let's draw this card. 16 cards. Okay. Okay. Do I want the Infiltrator? Sure. Because this makes a token off of this. So, still trying to get a little bit of value where I can. I still have 12 cards left, so I'm feeling okay about this. Bounce spells are really good against me. Like, against the Endstone in particular. Okay. What's your last card? Beamsaw Prospector. Okay. You can pump that up. So I guess if they play something big, they can potentially mill me here, huh? So I do need to be mindful of that. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can pump this twice. All right. Having to double pump is pretty big. Did I use all my tap effects? I have one mental modulation. No, I have 2 still left in my deck. If they... Okay. Whew! Man, every time I play the Endstone, it's like... They have a sweeper, and then it just makes it really difficult because I just have too many... Like, I just run out of cards. Is there, like, an Elixir of Immortality type card that exists? Because it would be really good in a lot of the decks that I've drafted. Particularly, like, the blue control decks. But anyways, we are 2-2. The Endstone won us that game. We almost lost to that Wrath. But we managed to successfully not. And, alright. Our opponent on the play here. Oh, I forgot I had All Fate Stalker in my deck. We drew the Zenith. And we have some decent cards here. Some lands off the top would be nice. We drew 1, which is great. I can play turn 2 Mechan Shieldmate. And then turn... Ooh, Terror Pact Intimidator. Have opponent targeting you create 2 lander tokens. No, you can get a 4/3. I guess if they have like a removal spell, it's not good. Oh, okay. Ooh, Tenic. I mean, this is a really nice start, right? Just like double signpost cards. The Steel Swarm Operator does not do too much. I kind of really want to draw a land here. And warping this doesn't do much. Because I want to get the Zenith going, so let's just pass. And then let's just tap something with mental modulation. We'll figure out, we'll see what they do, but this cycles, right? So this gives me the opportunity to find something. But by keeping the other one, I can still go Zenith into mental modulation to make a token. Or to make 2 tokens, rather. Jeez. That plus Tenic? Very good. I mean, I could have used the emergency eject on the Tenuk, but I just... Look, if they can... There we go. Now they have to make the decision of, like, tapping the Scoutlander or... Wait, they had another land too? Sure. Okay, so they're hitting me. That's fine. Alright, drew a land. They have 4 cards. Lots of interesting options. I wonder if playing the All-Fate Stalker is better because it will incentivize my opponent to use a removal spell on that, because I really want the Cosmogrand Zenith to live. Yeah, let's do that. I think I can withstand this. Next turn, I can go Zenith into Operator, and then I can potentially even do this at instant speed on my opponent's turn, if I need. But like, if they have a bite spell for this, that's okay, I can block. Or Plate Pangolin. Okay. Disenchant. Oh. Okay. Wow. Really great sequencing there. They should actually hit me for 7 in the air. I think it's a pretty big error to not hit me for 7 in the air. But fine. Okay. I mean, this is never blocking, right? So let's attack with it, I guess. All right, so this is kind of the moment where it's like, all right, I hope you basically whiff, right? Like, I hope you can't kill my Zenith, because if I get to untap with the Zenith, then things are looking very, very good for us. If not, it's not so good. And you know what? Credit to our opponent for holding that removal spell. Absolutely huge. Now we're in a lot of trouble. Okay. Now they do it? Oh, it had 3 already on it. My bad. Okay. All right, let's just take a little bit less damage here. All right. Cryo Shatter is certainly very nice. Exile an artifact card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Then it deals damage equal to its power to any... What? Did they have an artifact? No. Wow, that's like a very strong card. Tapestry Warden. Oh, I can just kill anything with this. I could have done that with the Cryo Shatter, I just realized. So that's a 5/5. I mean, it'll die though. This is brutal. Like, I don't have a lot of good options here. Okay. I guess they wanted to do that anyways to trigger the Rust Harvester. All right, we need to draw the end stone or something. Mental modulation. Oh my. Okay. My creatures are too small. Oh, it still kills it? Oh my gosh, that was actually something I was not aware of. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Oh, this is no good. Alright, I'm at 1. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, like, I feel like I just had a little too much air, and the Steel Swarm operators were quite bad. Just like a 2-mana 1/1 flyer. Like, if you cannot utilize the mana on it too well, then it's not particularly strong. So I feel like I could have done a little bit more there. Yeah. I mean, I tried, but this was a weird draft where I thought, like, white was pretty open, and you know, I was like trying to lean into this, especially after picking a Cosmogrand Zenith, but it looked like other colors were certainly more open, and as a result, we just didn't end up with the best configuration that we could have gotten. And yeah, man, I will say, like, being able to read the signals in this format, more important, it's just so big. Just like I guess we just ended up with a little bit too much filler. Even though, like, it felt like my deck was okay. But maybe I just didn't have enough big ways to close out the game. So, have to kind of go back to this. Like, I had, you know, triple modulation with the Gale Blade to try to set up, like, a deck that can play multiple spells in one turn. But the issue is I only really had the Cosmogrand Zenith as, like, the big payoff. So, unclear, like, how good that strategy even is, all things considered. So, like, blue-white probably wants to be a little bit more aggressive and play a bunch of things. And I just don't think we had all the pieces, and we were this like weird in-between blue-white control deck, but like blue-white control artifacts, double spell, not that aggressive. My creatures don't rumble very well, right? Like, if my opponent just plays a big creature, I have a really tough time with it. I had a handful of removal spells, which are certainly very good. And we just had trouble closing out games even with the end stone because we decked ourselves. So another experiment that didn't go quite the way that we wanted it to. I will say, Cosmogrand Zenith is fantastic. Unsurprisingly, like, take this card and it's going to be a slam dunk bomb in every deck that you draft. We had some okay interaction, but the top end of our curve outside of the end stone was just a little bit underwhelming. So maybe I should have just looked to have like more random big artifacts here. I had the opportunity to take a second Mechan Assembler. Perhaps I should have taken that along with maybe a few other artifacts. And it's possible, had we done that, we would have ended with a more well-rounded deck. And maybe I should have leaned a little bit harder into the artifact stuff and done that instead of maybe some of the other picks that we took. But you know what? Not every format's going to start out super well. And we're going to just continue posting these. 2 and 3, unfortunate. I do feel like I'm learning after every single one of these drafts. And the less experimenting I do and the more open-minded I am with the drafts and just taking the good cards, I think I'll probably start to do better. But right now, I'm still just trying to explore things. And usually when you explore things, you end up losing a lot more than you win. But it's for me to figure out what's good and what's bad. And hopefully in the next draft, we draft something good. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Make sure you hit that Affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. If you wanted booster boxes of Edge of Eternities or singles for your constructed decks or your collection, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Last but not least, go to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.